today is really special because we are going to be starting to transform this 2021 Toyota 4Runner TRD off-road for one of our employees named Tim. And he works so hard, we just want to give something back to him for doing such a good job. Now I've got Quinn, Ricky, and Will here with me, and we're gonna get started on this thing right now.
Tim is actually on vacation. He's about to land at the airport and he should be here within the hour. So we gotta get this thing inside and stacked up with all the parts so we can surprise him.
All right, so the guys just got everything laid out for Tim's 4Runner. Now, real quick, if you don't know who Tim is, Tim started as a throtl brand ambassador way back at the beginning of 2017. And we really wanted to repay Tim for all of his hard work with throtl. You guys may not see him, he does a lot more stuff behind the scenes, but Tim is an awesome guy and an awesome friend. So I am so excited. He's gonna be stoked. I just found out his airplane just landed, so I'm gonna give him a call, and we got everything all staged and ready to go for Tim to arrive here at throtl and see his dream 4Runner right before his eyes.
Surprising Timo.
Yeah, Tim's gonna be super stoked. This is like his dream truck. He's been talking about this for months, since he got the truck basically.
Before he got the truck.
And now he's off-roading it, scratching the crap out of it.
Vic, you've known Tim probably the longest too.
Yeah, Tim used to be an IS guy, and then he traded in for the truck.
He was an IS guy.
I thought I hit the jack. No, I just meant well pan.
No.
Slam. Tim was a Miata guy.
Hey, that's
Miata guy.
He was a stancy boy.
Yeah, he was. Tim went from dragging his exhaust on the ground to now.
You want to give him a call, see where he's at?
Yeah, let's see where he's at. Hey, Tim. Are you almost here? Okay, we'll see you in just a minute. Okay, we're gonna surprise. Here he is. Here he is.
What's up? Oh, what's going on?
Dude, you wondering why this camera's filming right now?
No, we're filming
come inside.
a little video?
Hey!
What's going on?
I'll get back to work, man.
What's going on?
So Tim, you left your 4Runner here,
Yeah.
and we know that you saved up a lot. You bought that truck brand new,
Yep.
and it's been stock for probably a year and a half since you've owned it.
Yeah.
Today we're gonna change that.
What?
Yeah, come check this out.
What?
You're gonna be pretty happy, bro.
He's like, what the hell's going on?
Oh shit! Holy shit!
Here we go, baby!
No shot, dude! Oh my god! Wait, what? Oh
Everyone's been
my
working in
god!
the background, building out the mod list. Check it out, dude.
Oh my!
Yeah, so those are the lowering springs that we're gonna slap.
Your exhaust on the ground.
Oh my gosh, dude! I'm like shaking right now.
Black Rhino wheels, Falcon tires, MagnaFlow, Tiny Bot, Icon suspension lift kit. This thing is going to be amazing. Yeah, we got tons of Morimoto stuff.
Look at how buff this Icon stuff is.
Look at that.
Holy smokes! I don't even know what's happening. Is this your idea? Is this your idea?
It was kind of a collective idea. Everyone's been looking at this truck in the parking lot like, whose truck is that? Whose truck is that? Stock, not for much longer. Full build is incoming.
I'm literally like shaking right now, dude. Yeah, thanks. Oh my god, I gotta give everyone a hug. Thank you. Thank you. Nice. Oh my god, I mean Nate a hug, man. Yeah, I give Mickey a hug. Everyone gets a hug.
It's gonna be epic, bro. Now you gotta take us all wheeling now.
All right, bro. I'm excited for you, Timmy. Go, baby.
We're going to the desert.
Oh, we're going every week.
Hey, I do have some bad news though, Tim. It's pretty bad.
What happened?
You're gonna have to take an Uber home. All right, that's it. Let's get this build started. Here we go.
Disconnect battery.
Whoa, Timmy, what are you doing, bro?
Dude, that's Timmy's kids.
Dude, you got snail trail.
Oh! There's dead snails.
My guy's out here trashing his engine bay.
Timmy, why were you installing it, Timmy? This is not throttle approved.
Oh, you calling him out?
Hey.
Hi, Timmy. It's okay. That's why we're doing what we're doing. We're gonna set this thing right.
In order to understand how all of this suspension works, a whole lot of math and science is needed. Fortunately, with today's sponsor, Brilliant.org, you can learn all of these things from the comfort of your own home. Brilliant.org is an awesome online learning platform where you can take courses and learn things from science to technology to mathematics and even engineering. It's not like your usual boring classes, it's engaging and interactive. You'll find videos, practice problems, and interactive quizzes to help make learning more fun. It's great for developing your problem-solving skills and for getting a deeper understanding of concepts like suspension. So one fun fact about me that you may not know is I actually went to school for mechanical engineering. And let me tell you that Brilliant.org would have been a huge help for me back when I was in college to really help master my skills and give me that edge. The best way to invest is in yourself, and Brilliant makes it fun and easy. To strengthen your intellect and try everything that Brilliant has to offer for free for 30 days, check out the link in the video description or go to brilliant.org/throtl. And as a bonus, the first 200 people that use our code or by using the link in the video description are gonna get 20% off their annual subscription. A huge thank you to Brilliant for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to Tim's truck.
So we're gonna start off Tim's build with the rear suspension. This is all Icon stuff. So we have 2 lower control arms, we have a traction bar, a set of lift springs, and some remote reservoir Icon shocks. We're gonna kind of take everything off as we put all the new stuff on. So let's get started. Yeah.
Let's compare rods. Is it really that different?
Okay, so look.
So I guess the new one is thicker.
And then this is also adjustable.
This is fully adjustable. This is stationary.
Oh, like a glove.
Give me a hole, baby.
There we go.
Ooh, give me a hole, baby.
Chande. One shock out, baby.
Kind of suck in now, it's gonna really suck getting in.
Oh. That's a lift spring right there, baby.
How are you gonna get that
That's
in?
good. I don't know. We'll figure that out.
That's gonna take all 3 of us.
Those are sick.
Remote
These
res.
are nuts. Yeah.
Such sick. So this is the top? That's,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. You need to drill a big hole. The bracket for the reservoir. So it has a plate that requires for us to mount it to the frame. So we are going to create a bolt-on, bolt-off situation in case it needs to be serviced or removed. Our buddy Tim can easily access it.
The rear lift kit is installed. Now we're gonna move on to the front. The front's gonna be a little bit more involved. We have, of course, our shocks and struts here. We have a set of upper control arms that are gonna be replacing the factory ones. These are gonna get the alignment where it needs to be. In addition to that, we have mounts for the remote reservoirs. We have new bushings for the upper control arms. We have a sway bar spacer kit. A couple of other things. These, we're actually gonna have to do some trimming on the inside of the frame rail and some trimming at the front to clearance the tires. These are actually gonna be little weld-in things. So where we cut the frame out, we're gonna put these back in. It's gonna add some rigidity and weld it back up, and we'll be good. And then we also have a dip drop kit. So it's gonna lower the front differential so it doesn't put as much of a strain on the CV axles when we lift the truck. So a lot of stuff to get on. Let's get the old stuff off. We'll start putting the new stuff on. We got our new struts in, we got our old control arms off, now we're gonna put our bushings in. We're gonna grease these bad boys up. Bad boy. Bad boys. And then in the car it goes.
All right, so this is the mount for the reservoir part of the Icon front suspension, and it's gonna mount just like this. It actually takes place right under the sway bar mount. But I can already tell that this isn't the way. Oh yeah, that's already way better.
Our Icon front suspension is on. We have our control arms, our shocks, everything looks really good. So now we're gonna start moving into installing the diff spacer kit and then just making room for the new wheel and tire package.
So we're gonna put the OEM wheels back on it, we're gonna bring it outside, we're gonna pressure wash it. And meanwhile, I'm gonna start pressure washing the two plates that we have on the floor. That way they're nice and clean, so when we start getting ready to do everything else, we're cleaned up.
Time to clean this mess.
It's great.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Way better.
Mucho better.
Mucho better.
All the mud is gone.
We're gonna wait for it to dry. We'll maybe hit it with some hyper dressing tomorrow.
Make it look brand new.
It'll look brand new. We got the underside nice and clean. We got our under trays back on, they're freshly cleaned. So now we're gonna start our clearancing for the new wheels and tires. So on the back here, we're actually gonna be cutting this little section of frame off. So this is where an area where the tire intersects, which is not good. So we're gonna have to clearance that. And then we have some RSG mounts that are gonna go in there. These are gonna be welded mounts to kind of seal that area off and pretty much add some strength back. And then Mickey's drawing a tape line here for the front where we're gonna be cutting. The tire also contacts here. They're way bigger than the factory size. So we're gonna get Ricky right on it and we'll keep going.
Okay, so here we have the RSG plate, and it's just, you know, just your regular plate, and then this has a really thick coating on it, and the weld is not gonna go through that. So I gotta take all the coating off where I'm gonna be welding, which is gonna be in the outside areas of it. And after that, we'll go back to the truck, we'll start welding. All right, so we ended up cutting this, grinding it down, and I'm gonna be using a Lincoln Electric Power Make 210 MP to do the make welding for this. First thing you're gonna do is turn it around. Just that simple, ready, set, weld. It is ready for you to start welding. If you're gonna be welding a different gauge of steel, you literally press home, go to the selections that you already pre-selected, and then you change the gauge of your steel, and it'll put you in a general area of where you should start welding. A lot of the boys here, like myself, we just set it and forget it, and from there we just start welding. Okay, so this is PVE, which we use a lot of the times here right before we start welding. And what this is a coat of primer that will set on the areas that you can no longer access after you get done welding a plate like ourselves, like we're gonna be doing right now. So I'm gonna be throwing primer in this area right now, and then after that, we'll weld our plate, and then we'll throw a little bit of primer over it, and we know that it's gonna be completely covered and protected from the atmosphere. Okay, so I have the around the mount, and then I have the back of the plate primer, and it's time to start welding. If you guys are interested in any Lincoln electric products, go to the link description below where you can get this Power Make 210 MP.
To go along with what Ricky did back here, essentially we have to cut this corner of the bumper off, and we're gonna cut at the base of our tape line here. Then we'll take a straight line and go straight across and remove this as well. because if the tire is hitting here, there's a good chance it's probably gonna hit in here as well. We'll start by getting this cut and then we'll figure this out later. Alright, so now find a way to secure this because we don't want this flopping around while he drives. Put another fastener in there. And you can see, like, from this side I left it kind of long down here. As you can see, the washer bottles right here. So instead of that taking all the hits from rocks and debris, would rather hit this liner. So I left it just long enough to cover the bottle, but we may end up having to remove some of that. We may even have to remove the bottle, I don't know. I cut plastics, a lot of times I like to use a deburring tool just to knock off the extra slag that happens when you cut plastic, you're burning it, and it creates these like balled up, melted mess of plastic. Metal deburring tool actually works really good on plastic to clean it up. I feel like that's a good starting point. May have to go a little bit higher, but I feel pretty good about where it is off of the research I've done. Alright, well, grabbed a little file and just went ahead and cleaned up all of our edges here. After running the deburring tool over it, just ran a little file over everything. Made sure everything was nice and straight and square, and it looks good. So we got a nice clean cut here, and it should allow the clearance we need for those big 35s.
So here we have the Black Rhino convoys in Gator Green. They are 17 by 8.5, and they are wrapped in the Falcon Wild Peak ATs, 35 overall diameter. These are made specifically for this 4Runner. Now it's time to see what they look like on there.
Now that we got the lift and clearance sorted, we're gonna move on. So me and Rick are gonna be installing some MOLLE panels in the back seat along with the rear shelf. So Tim's gonna be able to hang whatever he wants from these, as well as have a usable shelf for more storage. So let's get this thing on.
We got a couple more MOLLE panels to put inside of the 4Runner, and these are going to be actually mounted to the center console like this. Now, this just kind of allows you to fasten whatever accessories you feel. We are going to be doing a CB radio, a shortwave, right here on the passenger side, and then he's going to have another one on the other side. I don't know what he's gonna put on that side, but we're giving him the provisions to do whatever he wants. As always, we are going to throw an Optima D35 in here. This is a yellow top and it has a deep cycle. So this is going to be really good for if he's overland or anything like that. He can get a little bit more usage out of this yellow top and not run into any issues. Suspension, wheels, and tires are on this beast. Now it's time to take it to our guys out at SD Design House for them to wrap this in the Tynabot vinyl that we have. When this thing comes back, it'll be a whole new color. All right, next up on our 4Runner is to have it vinyl wrapped. So we brought it here to a local shop called SD Design, and they do primarily vehicle wraps, but you guys also do other stuff. So
yeah, so we do a lot of like wall graphics as well. Certainly kind of what we're becoming known for in San Diego is like the custom stuff. So we design everything in-house.
Cool.
And then we'll print on like all these different materials that these companies say you shouldn't print on. And so like we're always trying to like push the limits of what we can do and like really utilize printing to do wraps, whereas most companies just do solid colors. And
cool. So it sounds like if somebody has an idea but they just haven't been able to find a shop, maybe it's worth reaching out to you and see if you guys are willing to dive off the cliff with them.
We never say no.
So right now we have a dark metallic gray 4Runner, but we're going to be changing the color to a...
It's Tynabot gloss sand dunes.
Oh, cool.
And it's going to look really nice on this vehicle.
All right, well, let's go check out that wrap. So over the last couple of days, SD Design has done a really good job and made a lot of progress wrapping this 4Runner in gloss sand dunes. Now it's time to add a little bit of light to this. Now that they have kind of the surrounding areas wrapped, it's okay to put on our awesome new Morimoto. These are some XB taillights. There it is. Woo! Look at that, that looks cool against the tan. Ah, there it goes. Whew. I love taillights. They're always so plug and play. I like the smoked lens. It's kind of all tying together really well. Oh, check this out. This is most likely, if I read the instructions correctly, you want either like a standard blinker for the whole thing to blink, or if you unplug this, it should sequence throughout the LED strips. gonna disconnect that quick little jumper. So that one's still connected. That one's disconnected now. Let's see what the difference is and make the call. Oh, cool. Okay, that's what the difference is. So they start at the extremities and then they meet in the middle for the sequential. So that's what that jumper connected. That's what the jumper disconnected. Nice. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Plug. And I can't say play because play is when you can drive this thing in the desert, but at least plug and see where you're going at night. There is a plug here that it looks like I need to convert for a 2-pin instead of a 4-pin. That's something I'll probably do a quick Deutsch connection when we get back to the shop. Anything?
Yep. Nope. Yep.
Let's do a quick disconnect of that jumper, see if it changes it.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's cool too. See how
Yep. It goes
long it has to
around.
travel? Well, that's everything except for the headlights themselves, but we'll be driving this during the day, so that's okay. I have a quick 2-pin Deutsch to do in the back once we get back to the shop. It's time for me to do the second headlight and then move on to the fog lights. We like the sequential on all 4 corners, so I'm just gonna disconnect this before it goes in there. So I've got everything I need here in order to install these 4-banger pod lights. So this is our cool little diorama and then our 4-banger wides. So they have the full pattern of the scatter kind of refraction. Instead of having a clear lens, which would be more of a beam, these are gonna spread the light so that it covers way out in front of you instead of just way out in front of you. Now, these were LED before, but much like the CTR headlights, they still have a scatter housing. As good as the design is, it's not going to be as direct and as clean as an LED scatter is. Boom. Ooh. R for right, which is not this side. This one plug right here handles all the fog light power. They both go on at the same time, so this is me plugging in the fog lights basically. And we'll zip this up nice, just like that. And then all they gotta do when they put the bumper back on after wrapping is plug in this one harness, and that's it for the fog lights. So that's it for all the Morimoto headlights, taillights, and fog lights. Everything is plugged in. So as soon as they start putting this car back together, all they have to do is plug in where they already unplugged. Nothing new to them. So I can't wait to see the final result. I'll let them get back to it. And when this gets back to the shop, we'll show the guys all the new headlights and all the fun stuff that I just put on.
All right, so we're almost done. We're gonna head over to Elite Finish now. They're gonna do a full ceramic coating on it while we finish up the rear bumper. So we should be done in a few hours.
Hi, my name's Colton from Elite Finish. I'm the lead detailer. I'm going to be applying ceramic coating to the vinyl wrap on this 4Runner. It's going to be anti-static, so dust isn't going to cling to it. Hydrophobic, so it's extremely easy to clean. It's not going to stain from bird poop or anything acidic that might get on it. And it's going to protect it from the sun, so it's not going to fade over time.
I just got back to Elite Finish. This is my first time seeing this completely put back together with all the mirrors and handles and everything. It looks awesome. SD Design House did a great job applying this TinyBot gloss sand dunes, and Elite Finish, of course, came through for us applying that ceramic coating to protect this vinyl for Tim. I think he's absolutely gonna love it. The color is something unique. Let's go see what the guys think back at the shop.
The 4Runner is back from vinyl wrapping. And I think he saw it. I haven't seen it yet.
Bro, I knew it was gonna be tan, but wow, that color.
Oh my God, that's really tan. The headlights too. The headlights were on, and the fog lights.
Wait for the headlights, hold on.
That's so dope. Oh, look at that.
Oh, sick.
That's super.
Damn, Timmy's gonna be stunting now, brother. It looks so much better in the sunlight than I thought it was going to.
Dude, the taillights are sequential.
Check out those taillights, bro.
Where'd the bumper go?
Oh, yeah, what the? Fell off on the way here.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, those plastic retainers. You know the Toyota retainer clips.
Sorry, Timmy. No bumper.
Hey, with the black roof, dude.
Timmy, you got hooked up.
What a difference. The lift looks sick. The color combo is dope. We need to get a windshield banner on here, and then there's a bunch more stuff to go on, right?
All right, now we have the truck back to the shop. It is time to get back on the lighting. I got to get the headlights working, and I'm going to start putting these 4-banger pod lights. This is a custom bracket for above the hood, and this is of course a Morimoto 4-banger. This is a combo wide and beam, so it's going to give a good spotlight, but also a little bit of a floodlight effect when he turns these on. Connect the negative to the battery, and I'm going to go in there and I'm going to test the buttons, make sure that these things go on.
Yeah. Good job, Will.
All right, so we have a Smittybilt air compressor for the 4Runner. We also have a battery tray to add a second battery to the 4Runner. But instead of putting a battery, we are going to put the Smittybilt air compressor right on top. So right now it doesn't really fit very well. So I'm going to be taking this base plate off. I'm going to be placing this in here, drilling the 4 holes. We're going to mount it to this, and from here it'll get bolted onto the 4Runner. I just finished coating this thing black, and it looks great. It looks perfect. For me, man, it's gonna match the truck now. And this goes in here somewhere. It goes right here like this, I believe. Alright, so our Smittybilt air compressor has been installed on the battery bracket, and it's very, very steady. It's not gonna move. Here's the air line, and here is sneak peek. Alright, we are unwrapping the bumper, but
We just got it wrapped.
we'll have.
So when we picked up the 4Runner from SD Design, the rear bumper wasn't done yet. There's a lot of angles and stuff for these bumpers, and it takes some time. Now it's back here, and Ricky and I are gonna put it on.
Ugh. Dusty?
Dude, it's got like leaves and all kinds of stuff in it. Either way, we got a nice K&N filter to replace it with for both the cabin, and then we also have the air intake for the motor that we're gonna do as well. It's not as bad as the cabin one was. You must have just replaced this.
Performance.
Okay, okay. You're gonna fly now.
You just gained like 30 horsepower, bud.
All right, so we have this nice small CV radio that we're gonna be installing, and Will here has the antenna cable. We are gonna mount this on one of the attachments that we put on the inside console that you see here, but on the other side, that way it's easy access for him.
While Ricky was mounting that CV radio inside, I went ahead and hooked up the mount for this thing. I sandwiched the extender plate right here. It comes off of the mount and just kind of sweeps that out. It's got an isolator so that the antenna is not grounded twice. All I'll have to do is mount the antenna itself to this. We'll extend it up, we'll open up the hood, just make sure that it doesn't hit anything when it opens up, and then he is good to communicate with truckers.
Next up, we're gonna be installing a printed roof rack on the car, which is here, laid out on the ground. We've got the hardware laid out. First, we need to get the factory roof rack off. This should be a very simple install because this is an OEM, essentially an OEM replacement roof rack, which we can mount a lot of fun stuff to. Stock roof rack is off. We're gonna start by putting this side blade on. So this is what runs pretty much the whole length of the side. And then once this is bolted on, we'll do the other side. Then these are our little crossbar guys. These are gonna go across like that. We'll start dropping them on, and then we'll have a full roof rack. Now that we have a roof rack installed, we can start putting things on and hanging stuff. The first thing we're gonna do is this crate box by Rome. So we've got some pretty trick little quick connects. So that's how the box sits. So this gets mounted to the roof rack, and the box is just gonna lay on it. And then it's got this trick little locking mechanism that's gonna hold it in place. So.
While the boys are getting the roof rack settled, I'm gonna start working on the Snorkel system for our 4Runner. These are air raid brand. It's not that difficult, it just takes time and a lot of cutting. Oh yeah. Oh, this is huge. Oh my God. Hey.
Hey, that's what she said.
Yeah, I'm ready. What are you doing?
Opening some exhaust for this 4Runner.
What happened to Ricky? He was in the middle of installing Snorkel.
Ricky was in the middle of installing our what's that?
Snorkel.
Scuba snorkel. To make that, you got to make a big hole in the fender. It's like a 4 1/4 inch hole, and we don't have a 4 1/4 inch hole saw. So Ricky went to go get a hole saw that size. In the meantime, we took the car and we put it on the lift. What do we got here, Mr. Will?
It appears to be an exhaust of some sort.
This is a magnet flow exhaust. This is just any exhaust, Will.
Yeah, this is a Gen 5 4Runner magnet flow exhaust. It's gonna make it sound a lot better than it already does.
We're landing patches and stickers.
That's actually really cool. Richard's way into this stuff.
Yeah,
huh?
that's cool. I'm in. Let's do that. Let's do the drone tube. NDT chamber. That's cool. Stock exhaust is off. We're gonna put the new beautiful MagnaFlow stuff on. This will probably sound better than that, but. This is the last piece, and we get to tighten everything down and make sure nothing rattles. Yeah, baby. Hey, no rattles. What a nice fitting product. Pulse right on. Bring this thing down. Let's get Mickey back on our snorkel.
Guys, just finished up the truck. It looks absolutely amazing. We're gonna go grab Tim. He's working in his office right now. He has not seen the truck at all. We're gonna grab him, we're gonna blindfold him, we're gonna bring him out and show him his brand new truck. Let's go.
Timmy! We gotta blindfold him though. Oh, we gotta blindfold you, brother. It's time. Are you ready, Tim?
Yeah.
You have the throttle shirt?
Throttle blindfold.
Oh, it's perfect. I'm gonna hold him like this. I gotta guide him. He can't
I'm sweating.
see.
I'm sweating.
Watch your step.
They're sending me to the gulag.
All right, you can't see anything, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh, Timmy!
All right, Tim, the moment is finally here. Right in front of you is your brand new truck. We just want to say one more time, thank you for all of your hard work for Throtl for so long, for almost 4 or 5 years, I think, at this point. And we really appreciate everything that you've done. And everyone has put their hands on this thing, and it looks absolutely amazing. Are you ready to see it?
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's do a countdown. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, it looks so different. The tires are huge. The lights are sick. The roof rack, oh my gosh, dude. Everything, the whole car, holy shit. Dude.
An air raid snorkel. You can actually take this thing into some really high water and it's just gonna be pulling air from way up here, so you won't flood your engine.
Yeah, that looks sick.
What do you think of the color? This is from Tiny Bot.
Yeah.
Lost sand dunes.
It looks insane.
So up top we have a Prinzu roof rack. We have a Roam awning that's gonna pitch out here and give you a little bit of shade on your passenger side. Max Tracks. On the other side, just kind of counter the weight a little bit, is an awesome cargo box. We put it there specifically so you can hop up on your wheel and then just unlatch that thing and then get into anything you want to store there.
Oh, I see. Yeah, this is nice. This is sweet, dude.
Oh, I'm not used to it being off the ground.
Well, you can see on the other side, we already attached a CB radio. So it works from ACC and on position on the key. If it's completely off, it'll turn that off. So if you have it on and you forget, once you turn the key off, it'll turn off for you. So it won't drain your battery.
Yeah, you want a little test?
You won't breaker 19.
Breaker 19, we got rubber duckies on the 805 northbound. Bye, bye, bye.
Wow.
And forward there, Goldie Wang. This is Rubber Ducky. What's your 1020, over?
Oh, he's been practicing that for a while, I think.
Rubber duckies, huh? What's a rubber ducky?
That's a blown tire,
Oh, okay.
I think. I don't know for sure.
Here, pop the hood.
Pop the hood.
Pop the hood, Tim.
Just a couple goodies under here, buddy. Ricky and Will installed your air compressor up here for you so you have onboard air.
We also used a K&N drop-in air filter as well. And the cabin air filter too.
Well, behind these big meats from Falcon and Black Rhino are the Icon Vehicle Dynamics external reservoir off-road shocks. And then last but not least, we did toss an exhaust system on here for you.
Well, let's hear it.
You want to hear it?
Start it up, Tim?
Hey Tim, I got one more thing. Put your hand on any of the wrap. The whole thing's been ceramic coated by Elite Finish so that you will have a clean truck for longer and it'll make it way easier for you to clean. So
Shaking right now.
I think the last thing we need to talk about or thank is the team here because a lot of people had their hands on this. Specifically, Will, Quinn, and Ricky did the majority of the heavy lifting on this truck.
Guys, I love all of you. This is freaking awesome, man. You're welcome, buddy. We'll do certain. Thanks, Quinn. Congrats, dude. Thanks, dude. Thanks, your Will.
Absolute pleasure, bud.
Killer work, man. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Just want to say thanks again to everyone on the Throtl crew. I've been working with these guys for a long time and I really appreciate every single one of them. This is honestly the best gift I've ever gotten in my entire life, so
that's cool.
Thank you.
And that about does it for our third employee transformation. Congrats to Tim, and I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube video. I know the team crushed it on this one, and we are looking forward to doing our fourth one here very soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave us a big thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and please comment down below and let us know what you think of the build and how it turned out. That's it, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.